Okay, so I've been playing this new cozy game called Whisper of the House, and honestly, it surprised me way more than I expected. I've spent over 8 hours decorating messy rooms, helping out villagers, and uncovering little story moments I didn't see coming. But here's the real question: should you actually spend your money on it? Because there are some things I loved, and a few things that bugged me. Grab a warm drink, get comfy, and let's chat about it. So here's the deal with Whisper of the House. On the surface, it looks like just another organising and decorating cozy game. You're unpacking boxes, dragging furniture around, hanging up cute decorations. But once you get into it, there's a lot more going on. What really caught me off guard are the little emotional layers. Sometimes you're not just tidying a space, you're helping someone through a big change or letting go of sentimental clutter. It sneaks up on you, and suddenly a simple task feels pretty meaningful. It gave me the same vibes I got from Unpacking with the storytelling, A Little to the Left with the puzzles, and even Stardew Valley, but instead of focusing on one character, you're helping a whole community. So let me throw this back to you. Which cozy game hooked you first? Was it Unpacking, A Little to the Left, Stardew Valley, or something totally different? And be honest, did it keep you up way past midnight? Drop your story in the comments, I love reading them. Now here's where I was honestly shocked. The gameplay loop in Whisper of the House is way more addictive than it looks. You just start unpacking boxes, moving furniture, decorating, and before you know it, hours have gone by. The best part is how much variety there is. Some days you're setting up kitchens, other times you're picking decor that matches a villager's personality. It keeps things from getting too repetitive, which I didn't expect at first. That said, let me keep it real. The controls can be a little fiddly. Rotating or placing items on tight shelves isn't always smooth, and it did break the cozy flow once or twice. Not a deal breaker, just something to know going in. But overall, it's got that flow state magic. You finish one room, and suddenly you're like, okay, maybe just one more. It's got the same rhythm that makes games like House Flipper or even farming in Stardew so satisfying. So I'm curious, after a long day, which cozy game do you reach for first? And why that one? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, let's talk about what Whisper of the House absolutely nails. First up, the atmosphere. The rooms start out cluttered and overwhelming, but once you finish, there's this really calming sense of order. The visuals and colour palettes are warm and cozy. But here's the part I didn't expect: the villagers. They don't just dump chores on you, they actually share little pieces of their lives. Sometimes it's light and funny, like picking between quirky decor, but sometimes it's surprisingly emotional, like helping someone let go of a room full of memories. That's what elevates it for me. It's not just about cleaning up a space, it's about connecting with people. And it gave me the same kind of subtle, heartfelt storytelling that made Stardew Valley feel so alive. If you love cozy games where atmosphere and community go hand in hand, this is where Whisper of the House really shines. And hey, if you're enjoying this so far, this is a great time to hit like or subscribe for more cozy reviews every week. It helps the channel a lot and means you won't miss the next hidden gem. Now let's get into the part I never loved talking about, the stuff that didn't work as well. First, the repetition. After a while, some of the tasks blur together, and it starts to feel a bit like busy work. Second, the controls. Like I said earlier, rotating furniture or lining things up can feel clunky, and that breaks the cozy flow. Third, the pacing. Some villagers have great stories, while others, not so much. It makes the narrative feel a little uneven at times. And finally, if you're someone who craves big progression systems, like farming in Stardew Valley, this game doesn't really have that. It's more about short, meaningful sessions than a long-term grind. But that's just me. What about you? Do you prefer cozy games that you can sink into for hundreds of hours, or quick and relaxing ones you can dip into? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. So who's actually going to enjoy Whisper of the House? If you're the kind of player who loves low-pressure, relaxing games, organizing, decorating, little bits of storytelling, this is totally your vibe, especially if you loved Unpacking or A Little to the Left. It's also perfect if you enjoy subtle, emotional storytelling. Every room you finish feels like you've helped someone, in a small but meaningful way. But if you're someone who wants fast-paced action, complex systems, or endless progression, this probably isn't for you. It's calm, it's simple, and that's where its strengths lie. Personally, I think it's the perfect kind of game to curl up with after a long day when you just want something cozy and chill. So which side do you fall on? Slow and cozy unwinder, or progression and challenge? Share your answer, I'd love to know. Now let's talk replayability, because with cozy games, that's always a big question. Here's what surprised me. The variety in organizing challenges does give it that just one more task pull. Every room feels different, and sometimes those little details, a sentimental trinket or a misplaced book, make it worth coming back. But I'll be honest, it is fairly linear. Once you've finished a villager's space, there's not always a big reason to revisit it. If you love the endless replayability of Stardew Valley or the daily rituals of Animal Crossing, you might find it a little limited here. For me, the real value comes from the emotional side. You're not paying for a grind, you're paying for a cozy, memorable little story. And honestly, that feels worth it. What about you? When it comes to cozy games, do you value replayability, or do you prefer short but meaningful experiences you can curl up with? I'd love to hear your take. So, after spending time with Whisper of the House, here's my honest verdict. The cozy magic is real, the way clutter turns into calm and the way little story moments sneak up on you. It's the kind of game where you sit down for just one room, and before you know it, hours have passed. But it's not trying to be Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing. If you're looking for endless progression, this won't be it. What it is though is a comforting, meaningful game you can come back to whenever you want to unwind. For me, that balance makes it worth it. My recommendation? If you love organizing, decorating, and cozy storytelling, I think you'll really enjoy it. If you're more into deep systems and long-term goals, maybe wait for a sale. So now I want to hear from you. What's your verdict? Would this be a day one cozy pickup for you, or more of a wait and see? Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this review. If you enjoyed discovering this cozy gem, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more cozy game reviews every week. And if you want more right now, check out my review of Discounty. I'll see you over there.